You did kind of. You helped Matt Serra beat him up, so
Right.
Luke was his main training partner for that fight.
That's pretty gangster.
Right, GSP. That's right, GSP. I helped Matt Serra knock you the fuck out. And I don't think that you're nerdy. And I don't mind saying that because everybody loves to drink the GSP juice. Oh, he's the GOAT.
I don't know if
he's so squeaky.
That sounded a little bit funny.
What kind of?
I don't want to be drinking this GSP juice.
Where does this juice come from?
I want to drink orange juice, just normal juice, bro.
But yeah, you reckon he's on the gear, right?
Squeaky clean, GSP. Honorable martial artist. Oh, he got into fighting because he was bullied. Oh, it's sick. GSP, what a... You deserve a round of applause, GSP. You're so fucking awesome, GSP, at everything you do. Wow. How? How could somebody be so awesome? He's like so much extra awesome than other people. And he's so much even more awesome than people who are professional athletes that are on performance-enhancing drugs. He's the best of all of them. How, GSP? I want to know. I want to be like you, GSP.
You want to know his sarcasm?
I love his sarcasm.
Like GSP. I want to be like GSP. He's my hero and he does everything really right because he's such a Boy Scout and he doesn't get injected with steroids. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get injected with steroids by a doctor. Doctor supervised hormone therapy. GSP doesn't do that though. Maybe the other natural guy, Randy Couture, maybe he does that. Maybe it's a code word.
Damn, that's some heavy sarcasm right there.
Maybe natural is a code word for growth hormone. Maybe Randy the Natural was... We're going to get banned for this video, James, or I'm going to get assassinated. Somebody's going to come after me for saying that natural is code word for natural human growth hormone. Cream, you don't have to inject it. You just get it rubbed on your body. I trained with Randy Couture. Beat me up and down the ring for 3 minutes, thankfully. And I noticed that the dude had a calf brain of veins. It was veins in a mass that looked like a human brain growing out of his calf.
Shit. I've met him before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I shook his hand, he was like 2 hands.
Oh, snap.
Like his hand just enveloped mine. He's a massive guy.
Now, was he on the Olympics? Because I know they get the best of the best for the Olympics. Like
I think he just missed it.
Okay, but
he just missed it. Yeah.
So he was up there.
He was up there.
You get the best stuff: military and Olympics.
Yeah. Well, he's in the military boxing, right? Do I remember that correctly? He boxed
Super
in the military. Yeah. Super soldier.
Yeah, I guess I'm lucky that I retired.
We see the reference, brother. Yeah. We see the reference.
America.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like
I'm pretty sure he
plain sight, I guess.
Yeah. Hey man, like a lot of them were on the gear, so I'm not gonna hate, you know.
What is that called in pro wrestling? Like the fourth wall.
Pro wrestling, man. Pro wrestling, they need steroids need to be mandatory in pro wrestling. It used to be way better.
You're not supposed to talk about it. That's the one. That's the thing. Sorry about that, James.
Yeah.
You're a little carried away with the promotion, but I'm serious. Anybody who wants to challenge me, do it. And I'll beat anybody that I have to get there.
I think a lot of guys out there I think a lot of guys, the pinnacle is just making it to the UFC, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you've had a career on the local scenes, even if you just get one fight in the UFC and you lose, at least you made it to the UFC. You know, you're a former UFC fighter. You know, like that carries a lot of weight. As far as Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
gets people's respect, or when you're as far as endorsements, when you maybe for these guys that do go back to the lower leagues, if you're a former UFC fighter, like people respect that. Like, hey, what do you reckon, Ken?
No, it's the same thing because everyone only references you by your resume. So, and UFC's got such a solid exposure, even for the minority fighter who's not like getting as many matches, like the tougher brothers, in a sense. They don't win a lot. They haven't won a lot lately, but just having the title UFC has gained them a lot of stomping ground here in Australia. And so, in a sense, getting into gym memberships and that, it provides outside. It provides outside support as well, just because of the label itself.
Yeah,
America has branded it well. So in Australia, it works out really well. If anyone were to find out you got UFC on your resume,
it can open other doors. Just the mere fact of being a former UFC fighter, be a part of that league, people respect that.
It means that just like any belt in MMA or in martial arts, it means the belt is signifies that of something that you've done. So, for people who care about martial arts and fighting, the UFC definitely is legit because, as we saw in the beginning, if you're not legit, you will be exposed.
Yeah.
It's like if you were to play basketball, if you're like a former NBA player or, NBL, like there's people, it's like different but same,
Okay.
And I don't think a lot of people realize in Australia, UFC has such a huge impact over here, especially because UFC is advertised so solidly online. That when you're in Australia, UFC is a pinnacle of the fighting industry to us. In America, you could have you got the big boxing as well, and then you've got the gridiron and all that. So there's so many pinnacles there, and but the way you guys are paid over there is a lot better than here as well. So when we're chasing the American pinnacles of fighting or any other sport, you guys are Australia's version of the top dollar. So these are a big deal here, specifically.
Yeah, it carries a lot of weight in Australia, man. And we don't have. It's not like America that's just full of celebrities. Like all the athletes, all the celebrities, they all live in the US. We don't meet people like that over here.
Yeah.
So, if you're a former UFC fighter, like that means a lot, dude.
I know for a fact if I was a UFC fighter, I would never pay at a restaurant. Here in Australia. No one in their right mind as a business owner would charge me a feed. They would advertise me on the spot. They're just like crazy.
They should do that anyway, Caleb. You and James.
Yeah, we should. We'll do those ones. I just need to go to the bathroom, James. You just wait right there.
When you walk in, hey, can I get your autograph?
Nice. He's the third tougher brother. Those guys ain't eating for free. Come on, they'll put you out of business in one meal. What?
My cousin is just joined up with their team to help them with their jiu-jitsu. So that's exciting opportunity for him. Yeah. A lot of my family are pro fighters, but he's managed to jump on board as one of the jiu-jitsu trainers. So that's cool. Yeah.
Cool.
That was cool too. Yeah, I found out, and I was like, out of all the guys, they picked your ass. I was like, bro, that's funny as.
Nice.
He's a big black belt.
I have no idea what belt he is.
But he's probably a heavyweight, right? Toughers are heavyweight.
Yeah. He's a big boy. He says that when he grapples with them, he just sits on them. He goes, they're not
definitely a heavyweight.
Yeah, he goes.
That's a heavyweight move right there.
Yeah, he goes, they're not bad grapplers. He said he's just obviously his. With him, it's always been grappling, and with them, it's been having to mix it up.
They're mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you say they're mid-level grapplers?
I wouldn't be able to tell. I do jiu-jitsu myself, but I used to, and I still think they'll put me on blast because if I was that good, weight wouldn't be too much. I'd be able to still do something, but just anyone heavier than me wins instantly. So I must not be that good.
Well, if we're talking about UFC, if somebody's mid-level grappling, that's actually a low level because guys in UFC. I remember seeing Adolfo Vieira, who's world champion jiu-jitsu. He got submitted by a purple belt.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Fluffy, you know this guy Fluffy?
Mm.
He's making some waves recently. I think he just had a big win.
Yeah. I did hear. I didn't get to see the fight, but I
He
did hear.
choked out the best grappler in the entire world in his weight class. Of course, he pieced him up first. You know, he wobbled him.
Yeah. I mean, that's always going to help.
My favorite fighter is Volkanovski.
Mm.
Alexander Volkanovski is a favorite of mine. I think because he's Aussie.
Another guy I've met.
What?
I've had beers with Volkanovski before. I'll show you later. Yeah, I saw Volkanovski after his first Islam fight.
That's my favorite fighter, bro.
I seen him at his after party, and I didn't bother him. I actually hung out with his old man for a while,
and then just ended up.
Yeah, and I was started talking.
Bro, because you could be his older brother.
Straight up. He's older, more handsome, but a lot more overweight, brother.
With the pointy nose.
Yeah, it's cool. You gotta be close in age.
Yeah, we are actually. Yeah. No, which it's pretty crazy that he's still so elite at a lighter weight. You know, yeah. No, he was. He's pretty. Look, obviously, like I don't know him personally. I only spend a little bit of time with him. But the bit of time that I spent with him, he was cool. I spent maybe 5 minutes with him, had a yarn, had a beer with him, but I spent a fair bit of time with his old man. His old man was a gem, and I was like, no wonder he's such a good bloke, you know, because his old man was a top bloke. I really like him.
Yeah, I only like Volk because he come out of a footy background, but he's as Aussie as it gets. Yeah. Like I love how Aussie he is.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Represent Australia.
Shout out to Mr. Volkanovski.
Yeah, shout out to Volk. Yeah, big Volkanovski.
Shout out to Volkanovski's dad.
Yeah, Volkanovski's dad, mate.
Shout out.
The man behind the man.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to old man Volk.
Yeah.
Old man Volk. Live long, brother.
Does he have any siblings, Volk, or was it just him?
I mean, not as far as I know. I didn't see any. I met his parents. I met. Why am I blanking on his jiu-jitsu coach's name? Why am I blanking on his name?
Craig Jones.
Craig Jones. Thank you. I met Craig Jones. Yeah, there was a few guys there that he. Man, me and my bloody memory.
Oh, you've met a lot of people so far.
Yeah,
I've met a lot of lads.
I met Mike Tyson.
What?
Yeah, Mike Tyson. I met Mike Tyson.
I was supposed to meet Crawford.
Yeah.
On during the bare knuckle, but he didn't show up.
True.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, as.
Yeah. Mike Tyson's probably still the biggest one for me. I walked up to him, right? Yeah. And like shook his hand, and I'm like, hey, if there was anyone in the world that I could meet, it'd probably be you. He's like, oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you so much. But he's not a big guy. He's only slightly bigger than me. Yeah. But he had big forearms and big hands. Like he's a big man, you know. Like, even though he wasn't that tall, he's still solid, you know.
Yeah, man. There are a few people who caught me off guard who are you think are going to be massive in real life, and then you see them and you're like, oh.
Nah, he was like 5'10".
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then, like, considering he was heavyweight champion, and them guys got in the ring, they were petrified of him. Like, he's not really even a real heavyweight. He's small.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I've challenged Mike Tyson before, but that was when
I mean, I would challenge Mike Tyson now after that Jake Paul fight. I'm just playing. I just said I would challenge him after that Jake Paul fight, but I'm just playing.
I'm waiting for him to.
I love Uncle Mike. He's a legend. Like I'm not putting these.
I still want him to fight my uncle, David Tua.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You know David Tua. Yes,
because David Tua is my dad's nephew. His dad's my dad's first cousin. We're all from the same village, So we're actually related, not those I'm
yeah,
related.
Yeah.
I'm related
Cousin,
to him.
brother, but
Yeah.
not really, yeah.
They were actually properly related.
Yeah.
Were they
He was a
contemporaries?
So
Why did they never
so
fight? Were they contemporaries?
I don't know, man. I don't know
Like, two
why.
was
That's a
maybe little
good
after.
question.
no, two of them were trying to get a fight with him.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
just
it
star
was,
power and Tyson's.
It wasn't Tyson. It was the Tyson's management team.
Yeah,
Who organized.
it's a risk to reward thing. Because it's a lot of times it's the fighters. I mean, it's not that it never happens, but most of the time it's the management team that pick and choose the fighters,
that's
and they
more,
go off how much money is the other person going to bring in,
because it's a
how
career.
dangerous are they, and how much so it's like the risk to reward.
Yeah.
Do they have what kind of hardware do they have? What belts?
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. Very similar style.
That would have been an awesome
Fuck
fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if that's the type of fight you don't care who wins, you just want to see them bang it out. It feels like a Titan fight.
Yeah,
you
that would
just
have been.
wanna see
It
it.
would have been competitive, I think, because Tua was hitting his strides like in the mid to late 90s, and like by then Tyson wasn't at his peak. He peaked real young.
It's crazy.
He was still one of the best in the world.
Yeah,
but
100%.
But it would have been. That would have been an interesting fight.
It's like Godzilla versus King Kong, and the guy goes, "Let them fight."
But they both fight. 5'10" or whatever. Yeah.
That's the line I always remember.
Yeah.
Let them fight.
And doesn't care about us. And you even have people sticking their little Michael Jai White nose in our business. Like you're a fighter, Michael Jai White.
All right. If you could choose one, Michael J. White or GSP, which one are you going to pick to fight?
Michael Jai White, GSP. Challenge both of you in a three-way.
In a three-way.
And a what?
It's called round robin style.
Let's go.
The first match is me versus one of them. Probably I don't know who's the most popular of Michael Jai White and GSP.
Well, it depends. Like if we're talking normal everyday person,
Worldwide.
Michael J. White.
Really?
Yeah, I think because he's a movie star, more people would know who he is.
He's a movie star? No offense, Michael Jai White. I'm a fan of.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong about him.
You sound like a big fan.
His name is Michael Jai White, and I expected a white guy, and I was like, "This is not Jai White. This is something completely."
Wasn't he
different thing."
Darth Maul?
No, he wasn't. No.
He wasn't? Oh, okay. So that was going to be his saving grace. I'm not a fan.
They call him Bones.
Yeah, I never would have
because they call him Bones because that's what his parents named him.
How about this? Look, Michael Jai White, you want to prove you're a fighter? Get through me before GSP. And then we'll talk.
Oh, you made that right.
That's how the tournament goes. It's a round robin style. Me versus Michael Jai White. And then we see who gets a better score, who's fresher. Like if this is a real tournament, like just imagine we're actually having a real tournament. Me versus Michael Jai White, 5 minutes, Caleb. The rules are no head contact and no finishing. It's an MMA match, but we can have a gentleman's agreement to keep it standing, Michael Jai White. I don't have to try to take you down. I'm not good wrestling anyway. I'll take you on the feet. How's that?
Three-way with no finishing.
Lift you off your feet, buddy. To the moon. No, to 100. You get a score from 1 to 100. Okay, now somebody might have got a higher score, or definitely somebody will get a higher score, or maybe one person is less tired than the other. Maybe the guy who got the higher score, he's a little bit more tired because he did more. Doesn't matter. But next, one guy is going to face GSP in the next match. No finishing, right? So it's like we're teammates. We're sparring. You think Michael Jai White gives about what I'd say? You know, he'll come back at me and he'll tell me that I ain't shit. Yeah, what, 12 fights? You lost half of them? Got no wrestling? Slow? He'll piece me up. But I'll still fight you, Michael Jai White. And I'll fight GSP, James. I fought Randy Couture with head contact. And Tim Sylvia. But I didn't get hit in the head by Tim Sylvia. He probably would have knocked me into another region. But Randy Couture,
Randy Couture knocked fucking Tim Sylvia in the
mercy from Randy Couture, bro. I was scared. I could not get away from him. It was a small ring. And every time he hit me from the outside, he grabbed me, did the dirty boxing.
Mm.
Subconcussive.
Mm.
Damn.
Another guy, Matt Hughes, subconcussion. I think he actually gave me a real concussion.
Mm. Yeah, it looked like it on the show.
This fight I saw on Instagram, recent in Thailand, one elbow, and they zoom in 3 times so you really see the hole in the guy's face.
Oh, damn.
And
The
I don't know,
cameraman must
like
love
it's
my
a
blood
tough
gruesome
sell.
scenes.
Yeah.
It's a real tough sell to try to like make
Get the
martial
head
arts
in.
safe.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
a real
look.
tough sell because you got guys like making their career on how much damage they can take,
Yeah.
and they don't care about technique because, like Michael Chandler,
Mm. But
he
this
just wants
is
to
the
get a
thing, right?
paycheck.
This is the thing, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily textbook clean technique to be effective. Because Chandler's had a pretty good career, and he's beaten decent guys. So, and we'll take
Bro,
Chandler
he's like
out
0
out
and
of it.
8 in his last fight, his last 10 fights.
Yeah, but I mean, he's fought all the best. He's fought all the best guys. So overall, for his whole career, he's had a pretty good career.
They figured
And
him
like,
out.
we'll just take Chandler out of there. Then, I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have been very successful, but they're not very. They're not what you would call textbook fighters. They're not clean, but they're effective.
All right, Caleb. Not because he's Australian. Who's your favorite fighter, style wise or technical wise? And you too, James. Who's your favorite fighter that you like to see because his fighting is so fucking awesome?
Technical, GSP. Your favorite.
Current.
Oh man, like I like all the old school guys, like you, Master Lukey, all your generation and the older generation guys. That's who I have reverence for. If thinking about new guys, technically,
Probably Mighty Mouse.
I don't know. Is he still fighting?
Nah, he's
I
doing
think
YouTube
he's
stuff.
retired.
He's retired.
No,
Oh,
okay.
he said still now active.
He is active.
No, does he said?
He said active.
Oh,
I've been liking the grapplers recently.
Maybe I'd have to think about it properly.
I've been
Maybe
liking the
Hamzat
grapplers.
and Taporia.
Nice.
Hamzat and Taporia. For technical wise,
damn! I can't think of one.
one's like, very opposite stylistically, but
For sure.
if you're picking just for styles, I pick them.
Yeah, you're like Hamzat at the bar.
I think that he's very as far as what he does well. Same as Taporia, Taporia being more of a stand-up. But that being said, Taporia is very good jiu-jitsu. But lately, we're just gonna go off what they do. He's very good at stalking guys and like plotting. When I say plotting, I'm not putting him down. I just mean like cutting them off and working them, reading them, and then bang, catching them with a shot. Comes up with his aggressive chain wrestling, like stylistically, they're both very clean. Like, I don't mean, like, I'm not even talking about like, I mean, clean as in like enforcing what they want to do. You know what I mean? They're making, they're
Does it have to be
imposing
MMA?
Oh, well, if you got someone else,
I'd go Jaya Pattaya.
Jaya Pattaya.
Yeah, if we're talking about an active fighter, I can't think of an MMA one right now. But just a fighter in general, Jaya Pattaya for the boxing scene right now.
And what do you like about that person?
I only like that he's Samoan. That's it.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, that's about it. Clean fighter though. I've been watching his fights, and I haven't been paying attention to much of the modern boxing now. Besides him,
True.
because of
Listen out.
Yeah, I've been put off boxing a little bit since a lot of fighters have been accepting the YouTubers.
That's just a different.
I know,
thing.
but it's thrown me off completely because I feel like they're all
That's just
kind
a
of
different
tapping
thing.
into there for
And it's only
for a paycheck.
It's only the latest one with Tank Davis. I mean, outside of that, he's been fighting UFC guys.
Because when I look at every time I look at boxing now, Jaya Pattaya is the only one I watch now. I got thrown off boxing because now that my friends group are starting to believe that this YouTuber is like certain YouTubers are capable of being pro in short times. So ever since the people who I know nothing about fighting, all of a sudden all fight fanatics and like boxing this, boxing that, become critiques. I've just like put off the industry of boxing.
But see, you have to have friends to have that happen. I don't have friends.
You got me, bro. Hey, you got Luke.
Yeah.
Hey.
Long distance fist bump. But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, but I mean, I see what you're saying, but well, you're right. I mean, realistically, the only people I've fighting about is Master Lukey and my brother Jack, and you know they both know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and I've been talking to. You know what? I've discovered the problem. Gotta start talking to people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Actually, that's a big plus.
Yeah,
that's a big plus.
Because I feel like I'm the one getting out of the cage, and the supporters going, "Why didn't you just stand up?" I'll be like, "Have you been kicked in the gut?" You want to get kicked
when he
in
went
the gut?
to punch you in the face, why didn't you move your head?
You know what you should do?
I never thought of that.
If someone goes, "Oh, bro, well, you just winded. You should have just stood up," and then you should just punch that guy and be like, "Stand up! You stand up now."
Do you ever see The Matrix? Should have done like that.
Oh my God.
People just can't weird shit.
Oh man,
You would have had that, right, Luke? People just giving you weird, unsolicited advice.
and they got nothing to do with actual
Yeah.
knowledge of what's going on. Like even
You would have definitely had to have copped it
Experience.
because I copped it when I was young, and like I just fought a little bit of amateur boxing. I would imagine you must have copped it over the years, right? People giving unsolicited advice.
Facts. And I've done it too. I got told off. I met Sarah.
Oh, true.
oh wow,
But yeah. You know,
But you know what you're
have to have
talking
a
about. You're a
personality for
professional
fighting, which is like you don't fucking take shit from anybody. That's Matt
Yeah.
Sarah, you know. So
yeah,
was I giving him unsolicited advice? Yeah, in a way I was. So not it's understandable why he would tell me to shut the fuck up because he didn't
But
ask.
I mean, train together, right?
Yeah,
You're part of his
because-
circle. You're a part of you're one of his main training partners. He should listen to you. Otherwise, if you're going to be in that position where you're one of his main training partners, he would have to trust your opinion, right? He has
Yeah.
to trust your ability. So he should listen to what you say, especially if you get a third third person bird's eye view, because you can see things from the outside that you can't see when you're in there. You know, like you get a different perspective, and you should definitely trust what your training partners say, especially if you know, like, because use it close, you're not going to be malicious about it. That's like, I don't know him, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but that's like an ego thing, in my opinion.
yeah.
Well, I could explain it in my own crazy conspiracy way, like I was saying before with the subconscious mind. What I was asking him to do, because my theory is this: if you're a jiu-jitsu master, the best supplement to that is not boxing. If you're a wrestler, do boxing. If you're jiu-jitsu, do kicking. You should fucking spam kicks because it's going to beat the punch. It's longer. As long as you don't do something stupid and get countered, like pinned with a punch as you kick. You got to keep them at the end of your kicks and try to kick the fucking head off and shit like that. And I told him, you know, who cares if you fucking fall down? That's what you want anyway. What are you going to do? Butt scoots? I'm not saying Matt to do this.
No. But, yeah, you're not worried about it taking down.
I'm not criticizing anything about him, but all I'm saying is that when you think of the body as not thinking itself, but kind of like we're passengers in this meat ship that's run by bacteria, and the bacteria has these energy generators called mitochondria, and they know what they can do. They got a little computer readout. We have this much capacity. Oh, Lukey says fucking throw kicks. That is way more than we want to do right now or ever. If you have a Taekwondo friend, try a paddle drill. Try a paddle workout in Taekwondo and tell me you don't puke.
Mm.
That is very
You're right. Because I puke when I jump.
To lift your leg up and to, if you have thick legs or even if you don't have thick legs, just do something that you're not used to. Kicking takes a lot of energy, and fighting takes a lot of energy. And
Definitely, especially sparring.
to be always improving yourself, it means that you can put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and that can be mentally uncomfortable, where you have to have the beginner's mindset that, yeah, I'm gonna suck. But most people just want to do what they're good at.
Yeah, that's so true.
It leaves you
so
with a gaping hole on the other side if you just develop the one thing. And if you think of like your skill set as a circle with different points, you have your striking, your grappling, you do your conditioning, your strength, your stamina, all these different things, your length. So you can only do certain amount of things in one session. You got to orient your training around your strengths. That's true, and balance it. But look at
focusing on the things you hate is usually a good strategy, because if you hate doing it, usually means you're lacking it. Like you said, a lot of people, they go that when they're in the gym, they want to drill or they want to do things or be in the positions they're best at.
You round yourself out and definitely have a strategy, but it's the western what do you call it, western Marcus Queensberry rules, very heavily influenced all over the world, especially under the crown, or the United States. We're kind of technically under the crown as well, just culture wise. So there's a big emphasis on boxing, but look at the traditional martial arts that have grappling in it. Hapkido, very kick heavy. Oh yeah.
100%.
The reason is because it's if you want to grab the person, check this one out, Caleb. This is gonna blow your mind. If you want to grab somebody, you want to wrestle somebody, the worst thing you could do is punch. Ask anybody who does ground and pound.
Yep.
You have to control the guy. Otherwise, as soon as you make space to punch, he's going to be able to move. What does your hand do? It does open. It does close. How can you grapple and punch at the same time? How can you go from punching right into grappling? You can't. You have to change.
But
if you're a grappler, practice kicking. That's Master Lukey's method.
Yeah.
Is that James? If you're gonna
Yeah, I was just going to say, a good bit of ground and pound definitely can soften them up. Like you just mentioned about old mate getting submitted, that he was a world champion grappler.
Well, he got pieced up on his feet and then he fell down a little, punch drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
I think martial arts is a good metaphor for life.
If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And to watch the full podcast, please click the link in the description. For the lads, I'll see you next round.